Okay, welcome everybody. Thad Beckham here. Go ahead and like my videos if you want to see more of this. Okay, let's get into it. Primitive bowstrings. Everybody's familiar with the gut string, the sinew string, the hide string, and the elusive, hard to build, to be durable plant fiber string. I've always been intrigued with fiber strings. And I set out a few weeks ago, I was busy making a lot of fiber. I made sizzle fiber, beargrass yucca fiber. I made some fiber from the inner bark of a wisteria vine. There is native wisteria vine here, and it makes nice long fibers. But anyway, I was playing with all this stuff because I got a couple projects going on. And one of them is a primitive fly rod. And I made 30 foot of cordage for that. I actually made over 30 foot. Some of it I didn't use, but that's another story. But anyway, I made enough yucca fiber because I knew I wanted to try this bowstring. And this bowstring is a hybrid bowstring. And what does that mean? Hybrid. Well, it's two elements. I can see on this bow, this much of the string right here, the loop down to here, is sinew. And then the sinew was spliced right into this yucca string or beargrass string. You see all the stubs on it? And it comes all the way down to the other end of the bow, which is still yucca all the way up to here, and then it transforms into or blends into sinew again. You know, guys, this is all experimentation. You don't know unless you try. I mean, everything that was known in the past hasn't been written down. Everything that people used to do for millennia, most of it's forgotten. And just because something was written does not mean it's the last word. But anyway, the first string broke, and the reason it broke, well, let me back up. I tried to make the string. I had confidence that I could make it really small diameter if I was using the outer ends, splicing in sinew. And I've been practicing with or experimenting with splicing in different fibers, like yucca spliced in the sisal, or horsehair spliced in the yucca. You get the drift here. And it all works. It seemed to work really good. But when I made the first string, right here where the yucca is spliced into the sinew, it starts right here. It was a little too fine. I said, okay, it'll hold up. But no, it didn't. Fiber strings of this nature I've never seen before, but I believe Asian people, Turks and Middle Eastern people, did some hybrid type stuff with their bowstrings. So it's probably not a new thought for sure. But I was thinking basically if I could have these ends where they were basically indestructible, you know, with good sinew plies, and the main body being yucca, that I don't know, it just kind of stuck, and I said, I got to try this, so that's what we're doing. Like I said, the first string broke, but I knew why it broke. It had a little small diameter before it got to the sinew splice where they come together, actually. And I thought it would hold, but it didn't. So I made a second string, and I made it a little larger in diameter. Not much, but it's a little larger in diameter. And you can see all the stub and stuff I left on it because I think it looks kind of cool. But I also thought, well, it may help with the string vibration a little bit instead of tying on, you know, fur silencers or something. So I just left it. Doesn't matter. Now the fiber I took, we call bear grass, but most people call it yucca. It's a southeastern type yucca. Real similar to yucca around the United States. But I used a process called retting. And what I was doing, I was retting a lot of different kinds of fiber, and all that is a controlled rot. So I retted the bear grass for about a week, right at a week. And if you do this too long, you can damage the fibers, but I kept testing it. And I come up with about a week. And then the green on the yucca fibers scraped right off, pretty easy. It was easier. And I took on the fat end where it comes out of the plant, it's pretty thick, so I just took a small stone and pounded that and then scraped it. Then I washed the fibers, and you can't get them all tangled up together. You got to have them where they laid out nice and pretty. And I washed them, then I scraped them once again to get all the green off of them. And got them really nice and clean. I let them dry out, and then I took and reversed the fibers to even everything out, because one end's fat, the other end has finer fibers at the tip of the plant. So I just kind of reversed them until I got everything nice and even and started making my string. This fiber's so clean and pretty, there's no impurities on it, and what I understand is the cleaner and nicer the fiber is, if it hasn't been damaged processing, it's going to be stronger. And man, this fiber looks like sinew. It's so clean and pretty, and it twists up so nicely. So I twisted my loop first out of sinew, and then when I got down here, you know, you got two strands of bundles of fibers, and I just replaced the sinew with yucca and just kept twisting. I knew it would work because I'd already experimented with it. So I made the string, and yeah, I was nervous about the first couple of shots, but I shot it the first day. I just strung it up on the bow and shot it, and everything was good. Okay, you can't really tell the difference between the sinew and the yucca. It's so clean and white, it just blends in. If you didn't know, you wouldn't see the difference. And I'm keeping count of how many arrows is coming out of the bow, so we'll see if it holds up or if it doesn't. But yeah, this is a total Stone Age fire-hardened hickory bow with a hybrid sinew, yucca, or bear grass string. So what I had in mind works so far, and the string's pretty quiet and the cast is pretty good. It doesn't reduce the arrow speed that much. I mean, naturally it's not going to be fast flight or you know, B50 or whatever you're using. But it's still, I mean, I would hunt with this bow and arrow combination. Okay, another tip I'll tell you, if you decide you want to try this, these twists, I mean, they were twisted really hard. I mean, I really put a nice good twist and then back twist, roll them good and tight, back twist. Like I said, if I get this, if this is successful, then I'll fine tune it so I can get the lightest string that I can get, but it's going to take some experimenting. So it went to being yucca to a combination and then down to all sinew. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but the sinew's for abrasion because plant fibers, that seems to be the weakest portion of it. And I wrapped a little bit of sinew right here for abrasion from the arrow. But yeah, that's it, man. I mean, completely Stone Age bow and arrow, made with stone tools and hybrid primitive string. The hybrid, primitive hybrid. A lot of work. Let me brace this thing up just a little. That may be my downfall. Okay, string, hang in there. They break. If they break when you release the arrow. That slamming home is that's what'll break your bowstring. I did take and wrap some sinew right here so the arrow knot wouldn't cut the string. And I'm just leaving all this. It won't hurt a thing. Looks cool. I tell you what, it shoots good. Wow, that's cool. Okay, next day, hybrid string. Seems to be great. One thing, I don't want to keep twisting it. I'll just take up on the bowman's loop down here, take it up a little bit instead of having to twist the string so much to tighten it. Okay, day 3. I'll keep shooting it, but as of right now, this is a complete success. I like it. Okay guys, that's the end of this video on the hybrid string. My next video is the primitive Stone Age fly rod with flies. So that'll be my next vid. See you later.